Hello. Oh, there are two. We have two. But good morning. We have and this was from a couple weeks ago, but we had there's a group of bunnies is called a herd of bunnies.
Or a colony.
Or a colony of bunnies, and they live in a warren. Warren, right? Warren? A warren. They live in a warren. But anyway, we do have just the fluffiest bunnies, and they're so sweet. And they're from Mary Meyer, and we have them in two different sizes, and we have them in gray and white in both sizes. And I think we may have some pink bunnies still. But these little ones they're called putty bunnies. But it's just so soft. They're just so soft. So anyway, these bunnies they're up to great things, and they're off to great places. So we'll just give those they'll go back to their warren of bunnies. But yes, I prefer to call them a colony of bunnies. I think I prefer colony. So we have some, it's Thursday, which is when we do our Facebook Lives. And I think I have this. Yeah, I do have it on. Just want to make sure. But I'm Anna Rose White, and my mom threw the bunnies at me, and she's Connie, and we're here at Beehive Quilt Shop. We're in Wellington, Kansas. We are Beehive Quilt Shop and Bee Creative Toys, and my mom and I just got back from the New York City Toy Fair, so we do have some toys to show you here, and then you can also follow our page, Bee Creative Toys, on Facebook as well. But there's some great things that came in while we were gone, and so we just had to show you. But one of them is the new Kaffe Fassett Collective February 2025 collection has arrived, and it is marvelous. And we ordered some of the stuff right before our Power of Color tour when Kaffe and Brandon were here, and I got to know them even better when I got to go to their glorious color retreat through the Madeline Island School of the Arts program. And it's just marvelous. But I was telling the girls this morning, if my memory serves me right, this piece or this style is called Marble Scallops, and this was inspired out of a book journal cover that they found in Italy when they were there, and it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It's so pretty. So it has just a beautiful texture. It's just very soothing, and it's beautiful in so many different colors. I think it's in 5 different colors. I've got a couple more to show you here. But we have a new color of coral, which is a wonderful textured print. It's just beautiful. Dan has used this on the inside of a jacket before, but it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. So that one's technically called red, but it's definitely orange and red. And then this new leaf is wonderful. This is called Palm Leaves. I don't remember if they've had palm leaves before, if this is a totally unique new print, but the colors, how Kaffe has colored it for this collection is just beautiful. There's a green one I can't wait to show you, but this one is the blue, and this print is called Palm Leaves. You can see by the shape of my hand, this is probably like a 6-inch palm leaf, but it's just absolutely lovely. These are all listed online, so you can buy them. You can type in February 2025, and you should be able to find them that way. But you can also just come into the store and buy whatever your heart desires. But this is one of my favorite pieces from this collection. I absolutely love this print. It's called Grandi Floral, and it's just stunning. But this really is like this electric chartreuse, and it just brings me infinite happiness being with pink and purple. I just absolutely love it. I can't wait to make something with it. I'm going to have to make several things with it. I just love it. This is another one of those pieces that was just beautiful. That's inspired off of that Italian journal, but I just love it. This print is just so happy. I love pansies. I just always have. And this print, the black one, is my absolute favorite. But this is called Flower Studies. And it just has these happy pansies and little flowers. These you could fussy cut and do something with, but it's also actually kind of more printed in a stripe. So you could actually put it as a border. It'd make a really nice border. It is printed this way with the 45s. So instead of doing your border with length of fabric, you would want to fussy cut these pieces in those sections, but I just love it. I love it. Floral stripe for the win. Here's 2 more of these marble textures, these marble scallops. It's just, I love it. I love it. You know, let's just all plan to go to Italy. I know Annette is going to Italy. Maybe we can all hide in her suitcase. I think she's going to Italy this year. I don't know. And Annette is our dear friend who owns Bluebird Machine Quilting and who's just marvelous. But these two prints are also, these are got to be runner-ups, but they're just beautiful. This one I know we ordered, I think, bolts and bolts of this because we just, my mom loves, the Fabric Fairy, she's left, she's gone somewhere. But my mom has always loved anything that has lots of color on a black background. And this is just one of the most beautiful ever elements that we've done that with. But Kaffe's coloring with the different shading really makes these just almost three-dimensional. They have so much life to them because of how they're colored. And they're just, I can't stop looking at it. Oh, this is beautiful. And then here we go, Grande Floral again, but with these great electric greens and these beautiful purples and the plums and the pinks and just a touch of blue and yellow. It just makes it so interesting. But those just, they come so much alive. I just thought we should know that it's a public service announcement that we carry chocolate here at Beehive Quilt Shop. We carry Russell Stovers made here in Kansas. And these are the mint patties, and they're chocolate and they're delicious. And they're great for after dinner, after breakfast, after lunch, 2 o'clock in the afternoon with your 5th cup of coffee. Maybe not 5th, maybe 3rd. Who knows? Oh, I want to wait to show you that one. So that's very exciting. So we did buy the entire collection of the 2025 Kaffe. So if you didn't see one of the prints you've seen online, we have them all. They've all arrived. They're all waiting for you to be in your next creative project or to go in your stash so that you're ready and prepared for the next time you're going to do something. This next one, we have a good old-fashioned unboxing. We have brand new product in a box, and it's not inventoried yet, but it will be shortly. And just like how we love Kaffe and Brandon, we also are huge followers of the Tula Pink universe. And she did the nicest little, what's it called? Video. She did a video. So Tula Pink is getting herself a new studio. And if you haven't been following along on Facebook or Instagram, she goes into lots of details about her new space and creating it, and it's just really interesting. But she has this wonderfully inspiring video about this quilt, which is called Tripping Out, and it is from the So Kind of Wonderful team, which is a sister-owned company, which I think is very cool. And they have this great ruler that's called the Quick Straight Ruler. And Tula Pink discovered, she said, I think she went to the Sisters Quilt Show, saw this quilt made up, was super impressed, and then she has this whole new collection of true colors that are coming out in April of this year. And so she's made this all the way in one colorway, and she's working on her second one out of solids. But it's just very cool. It's very cool. So we have Tripping Out, and this shape, if you're not familiar with it, this is a half rectangle shape, and it's just very inspiring. And most of the cuts that are in here are all half-yard cuts. So if you're curious about, like, how do you build up your stash, or do you have enough, or could you get away with using your stash? It's half-yard cuts for all the assorted focus fabrics, and then you need 2.5 yards of 2 different background fabrics to make this possible. So some great advice there. And the ruler that makes those half rectangle shapes so easy and in so many sizes is this Quick Straight Ruler. But it has an actual cutout or groove that's in it, along with lots of markings. So there's a whole series of patterns to use this ruler. So you're not just buying one ruler for one pattern. There's infinite possibilities. And then this Northern Lights quilt is just also, it's in the same world. It uses the same ruler. The Southwest colors from the front are very inspiring, but the blues on the back are they're just enchanting. They're just lovely. It's almost like a forever snowflake. It's just terrific. So originally Mom thought this was the box from Australia because we did order more stuff from our favorite Australia pattern people. But you know, you gotta love a good fragile sticker. It just makes me think of the Christmas Story, you know, and the fragile, you know. Has anyone else read a fragile sticker and just instantly think of Christmas? Because that's me. We also have, I wanted to show you a few puzzles. So we went to Toy Fair and we got to see all the brand new stuff, which was very cool. We got to see how things are just beautifully curated. There's a whole bunch of things. It's kind of like the fabric industry where lots of the things that we saw, not all of them are available to ship yet. So we have to be, you know, some things we had to sign non-disclosure things with, like Lego. So I can't tell you what we saw in the Lego booth, but I can tell you there is really cool stuff coming. I can tell you that There's just everything from puzzles that haven't been out yet to board games and cool things. But we do just love Cobble Hill's puzzles. Going through their booth, it just, reminded us of how much we love their things. But they have these really cool large piece puzzles that are 275 pieces, and they're great for anyone, whether you're little or older, and helping with finger dexterity because they are bigger pieces. So you can have the joy of doing a beautiful puzzle, but with larger pieces. So I love a good bicycle, love it. And then, also at Toy Fair, they're really good at just doing things for shock value purposes. And but sometimes we order stuff like we don't know if we'll ever sell it. We just think it's fun to look at. But have you ever held a 5,000 piece puzzle before? Because I have. And so this is a 5,000 piece puzzle. It is serious business. It is beautifully done. And the number one question we get about it is, how big is it? And there are so many people that have just almost bought it, but they need to make a table that's big enough for this. Or just take over the pool table and just say, honey, you don't need it anymore. I have to have it for my puzzle. But this is 60 inches by 40 inches. So what that is that's 1 2/3 yards of fabric is basically how big this is. So that's pretty, you can picture how big 1 2/3 yards of fabric is. Or you could picture 1 1/4 yards of cuddle. 60-inch cuddle is the size of this puzzle, but it's 5,000 pieces. So if you have been going through puzzles like nobody's business, you need a challenge. You've done 2,000 piece puzzles before, great, but have you done a 5,000 piece puzzle before? I also think this would be really great to have, whether it's to donate it to like a senior living center that has large spaces, or I do think it would be really cool to do for like an extended family reunion, because you're going to have lots of people. You're probably going to be at a hotel or a camp or something where you do have access to larger pieces. And how cool is it to have that memory of doing something with 5,000 pieces? But just know, Beehive has all things, including 5,000 piece puzzles. So that's pretty great. This is the collection that we all just can't stop talking about. And it is just brand new, hot off the press. And this is a 1-yard panel for it. And it's called Bee Garden from Gingiber, and she is a designer with Motive Fabrics. Can you see it all? Should I back it up?
There you go.
It's just, I don't know. How do you describe it, girls? It's just perfect. Perfect. That's how you describe it. It's just perfect. But it's perfect. It's a 1-yard panel. It fills the space just beautifully.
There's
the
also
colors.
Metallics.
Yes, there's a touch of metallics. There's bees, garden, flowers, perfect shades of peach and coral. I mean, it's so inspiring. So we have, that's the Eleanor Burns thing. If you're a new quilter, you may not know who Eleanor Burns is. I highly encourage you to watch some of her old footage. She wears lots of feather boas, and she has a good time. And she's known for that. So I just tried to channel my inner Eleanor Burns. She really does put on a good show, though. She's fun. But this is one of our Villa Rosa patterns that uses a 1-yard panel. This is called Fish and Chips. One time it was so funny because someone ordered fish and chips through a comment on something, and I just really thought they were like being funny that they wanted like food, but I had totally mentioned fish and chips on a previous thing, and they weren't trying to tell me what they wanted for dinner. They were really trying to tell me the Fish and Chips Villa Rosa pattern. So I highly encourage you to order Fish and Chips from Beehive Gold Shop, but it is a $2 pattern of pure joy for a 1-yard panel, and it uses 1-yard panel or a theme, and then let's see here. And then it goes with 5 fat 6, which really just buy 5 more fat quarters. And then another yard of background fabric, and you're going to be golden. Or you can use your scraps. But Fish and Chips is wonderful. And then I had another one here, but it might have gotten lost. But I'm pretty sure it's called Beach Walk. And that's another really good 1-yard panel pattern. But if we... anyway, we'll find it for you, but that's just a 1-yard. It's a perfect panel. So you can definitely get Bee Garden from us. It's panel 388, and it's just really wonderful. But I'm going to show you a few other bolts in the collection. So we have this beautiful, this is actually,
That's not Bee Garden.
This is not Bee Garden. I was going to say, I was like, this is totally for Beneath, yes. But this is another thing of the same designer, different collection, but you could totally sneak this in because it is a beautiful shade of pinky peach. it's just really lovely. But anyway, this is from her Woodland Wonder. But we ordered this for Beneath, which if you don't know what Beneath is yet, you may be new to our channel, but this is our new favorite book that we're very excited about. We have kits for this. This is a square and a square quilt, and so we wrote up a tiny pattern, and it's a square and a square, and it's just marvelous. I just love it. But Mom and I were walking around Toy Fair, and we were even telling other people about this book because that's how much we like it. It's not just for Facebook Lives. It's not just a promotion. Like, this book really is just, it's very meaningful. It's very meaningful. And so this is some of the kit, but it's just full of really fun fabrics. But the story of this grandpa and this grandkid is just, and it's a grandson. His name is Finn, or his nickname is Finn. But anyway, back to Bee Garden. Thatch. This thatch just happens to go perfectly nice with it. Beautiful shade of green. But this is some more where we get, oh, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just like a gorgeous olive, and it has flecks of this metallic, and this is a daffodil, which I think is also called a jonquil. I think that's what my grandma grew up calling them, was jonquils, but they're daffodils, and they're metallic, and they're just enchanting. And then we have these beautiful monarch butterflies. It's just her Gingiber's illustration style like really makes the butterflies look like they're just flying off of the fabric. Like, it's not just it's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is in another colorway with just its classic cream. You can see a little bit more of the pink and the yellows pop more with this piece, but it's just beautiful. And then she brought back her amazing bee, Kelly Stevens, who teaches some bag classes and is teaching the Alaska class for us later on in March. She had a girlfriend come up from Texas or North Carolina, and she made like the cutest bag out of one of Gingiber's bees that was really similar to this. But it's just lovely. Just absolutely lovely. And Katie's bringing us more of Bee Garden. So we have...
These aren't in yet, but you should...
These aren't in yet. Sneaky. Katie's giving us a sneak piece. But this is a sneak peek. But sneak piece also works. It's a piece of a fabric of a bolt. I'll just take this piece of fabric home with me. I'll just take 15 yards. But this is... It's golden, and... there we go. I'm showing it the correct orientation. But anyway, this has the beehives. It has illustrated bees. It's just beautiful. This is the big bee in gold, and I love that she has the bee flying both directions. So even though it's kind of directional, it has multiple different good options. This piece is really wonderful. She had some great black and white prints years ago. It's just beautiful. Huh?
She's reflecting in the plastic.
Oh, there. You can see Desiree. Desiree's wearing the sweatshirt that I wanted to wear today, but I could not find in my closet. That was just the best. But this is a really nice, what would we call this color? I think if I would, it's not quite just peach. It's like it's
muted blush.
It's almost like dusty pink.
Dusty pink blush. Yes, it is.
Actually, that might be the color she called it. If you look on the label, I think it's blush.
Let's see here. Oh, she does not have her exact name on here, but we'll find out. You can name your colors however you want to when you buy the fabric. And then I think this has got to be one of my favorites too, but this has, they're like, what are these called? Black-eyed Susans. It's got black-eyed Susans on there, more bees, a little bit more metallic. It's just very elegant, and it's just perfect, as we described earlier. Like,
Allison says that color pink is flesh.
Oh, flesh. Yes, but that's a bit too sexy for the morning, I think I'm gonna go with the dusty blush. It's yes. I'm trying to find. I think it's because I had donuts. Yeah, but it's I'm not getting it right. I keep wanting to try to find a food that connects with this color. It's not really a food color. It really is romance flesh. I don't know. It's very nice. And then here is the good old charcoal version of the same piece. And so we've got black with a nice...
It's almost brown.
It's more of a brown. It is more of a...
Taupe, maybe?
Yeah, more of a taupe. It's very elegant. It's very elegant. So that's very exciting. So we're very excited for Bee Garden. I assume we have pre-cuts, or we will.
Not yet.
Not yet. The pre-cuts aren't here yet.
Pre-cuts.
Surely we ordered pre-cuts. Katie will make sure we've ordered pre-cuts because.
I'm already ordering more of this.
Yes. Yeah, we're ordering. Yeah, we're ordering.
We're all buying.
Alice said we're making her snicker.
Oh, good. Yes. A good light snicker in the morning, just a pop of endorphins. Not enough to, make you want to check, women, as women, we all need to be doing our Kegels. I just want to tell you all that. So that's our public service announcement, as well as that we have French mints. But all women should be doing their Kegels. So you can laugh whenever you want to. Anyway, it's just fun stuff. But I forgot to show you the wide backs from Kaffe and Brandon. So this is Fawns and Franz. It has an R in it. But this is a sateen wide back. This is one of Brandon's prints. It's just beautiful. We have people that are talking about making curtains for this. This would be great for clothing because sateen finishes have... they're just so silky. They're so silky. So if you're making a black and white quilt, I highly recommend you to get Franz. And then this one, I was telling them this morning, this is my favorite print that's out of like the Stash Collective. This is the Grande Floral, but they made it in wide back. And I'm just thinking I need this in my curtains in my bedroom because I don't have curtains in my bedroom yet. And I really just think I need these curtains in my bedroom because I just want to look at these every day. Because how cool would it be, to just start your morning looking at something that's just your absolute favorite. And then we have a third wide back in the new collection, and that is this beautiful, our palm leaves, and they're just, it's wonderful. And so this is a very much like a bluish charcoal, kind of has this rim of like a hazy purple gray around the leaves when you look, because again, they just have fabulous shading and great color. I just love it. Just have to take a pause. Okay. But back to more Kaffe. So we have more of the palm leaves, which are just beautiful. We have, this one is Katie's favorite palm leaves. It's just green and pink. They just belong together. They're best friends. They're best friends. And then these are just the best. But these are prints from Brandon, and this is, Pennywise, but Pennywise is like fish lips put on more lipstick, and I love it. So fish lips was a print that came out, I think last year sometime, but I just love fish lips. But Pennywise is just quite marvelous. So they're just great prints. And these two pieces of circles reminded me about this book, which is called Kaffe Fassett's. Oh, here's Beach Waves. If you've been watching us all morning and getting some good Snickers, this is the 1 yard panel recommendation, but Beach Waves is really good. This one does trim the panel down to 33 by 43, or you can just, do your own panel math. But this book is very interesting that Kaffe Fassett did with Liza Lucy, and of course, Brandon Mabley is involved a lot. But this has lots of different chapters on different common themes, and one of the ones that's really cool in this book is the chapter on circles. And so it has all kinds of different icons and things that are in nature that are circular, and then you start looking at circle fabric, circle patterns. It's just very inspiring. So Timeless Themes is the book that has common themes of like the photo elements that are so inspiring, which when I was traveling through New York, that's what you just, they had so many mosaic tile pieces. I didn't just see mosaic tiles. I saw, how can I turn this into a fabric quilt? So that's just cool. But we really do just absolutely love this collection. And because we love sateen wide backs, and we know you guys do too, we have multiple bolts of lots of those because we all need it. So that's just exciting. We have a couple more things to feature this morning. One of which is Raspberry Summer. That's the next fabric line that's coming in very soon. And so Raspberry Summer is it's exactly what we need right now in these days of 34-degree weather. But Raspberry Summer, it just reminds us of summer. And it also reminds me that we have this really adorable Kids Lemonade pretend play thing, and it just has the best little ice cubes. It even has a stir stick. It has multiple stir sticks. Like, I want to go to the brunch that has this at it. But it's just adorable. So highly recommend Raspberry Lemonade. Pairs very well with Fat Brain Toys lemonade stand. It's just very adorable. One of our next collections or ideas for machine embroidery is Kimberbell's newest project is this beautiful, enchanting little place called Hoppin' Down the Bunny Trail. Please sing that to yourself. I don't trust myself singing this morning, but it's just this cute little wonderland. Tammy almost has this all the way done, I think, which Tammy's this lovely, enchanting lady who works for us. But this has a mushroom house. It has a carrot house. It has a yellow rain boot. It's just the cutest thing ever. And we have fabric kits. So we do have one super fancy one from the warehouse, which is $69 something, I think, is what they're selling it for. And we have the same kit made by Custom Beehive Bee Fairies. And yes, and it's the exact same except for it does not have the backing. You just need to buy your own. We recommend 3/4 of a yard. But this kit is having a flash sale on it. I don't know how long the flash sale lasts. Mom did not clue me in on that. But it's, instead of being $59.99, our kit is $49.99, so that you can have all the fabrics to make the top of this pillow. And then we want you to pick out your own backing fabric because we know you have good taste. And it's just very cute. So to do that project, you're going to want to buy the CD, the fabric kit, and the embellishment bundle to do that project. But the embellishment bundle, why you want to do that is because it's beautifully curated. And instead of going on Amazon, I used to say Joann's, but instead of sourcing your own tiny craft things from all over the place, they've already sourced it for you, and you're just getting exactly what you need with just a teensy bit extra. So we really love that they do that, and it is a cute, cute project. And it's going to work for all springtime, not just for Easter. But Easter is a long season. It's wonderful. So I thought I had another ladybug thing. Katie's wearing her super cute ladybug earrings today. And so I just felt compelled to pull this off the shelf. But this is called Logie Bugs. And it's just cute. But this is a magnetic travel game of ladybugs. And it's just adorable. So this is for ages 6+. It has 48 challenges. It's $15. It's made by Smart Games, and it's ladybugs, magnetic ladybugs. You could even just use these as fridge magnets, and they'd be worth it. But they're just adorable. But there's ladybugs here. There's ladybugs embroidered here. There's ladybugs in Katie's ear. It's just, there's ladybugs everywhere, and they're hopefully going to come out really soon and help us with the nature. But last but not least, we have Let Your Dreams Blossom, which is just another new mug. We have new mugs that are coming. We also got more inspiring magnets from one of my favorite companies. So this one's just a classic. She believed she could, so she did.
Love that one.
Every woman, it doesn't matter how old you are, we all need this, just as a mantra. Wake up in the morning and just say that. Because it doesn't matter if it's doing the dishes or making a quilt. She believed she could, so she did. She saw the 6 piles of laundry on her couch, and she believed she could, so she did. Whatever the story is there. It's all good stuff. What did you say, Kate?
I said, and she decided to quilt instead.
Yeah, she saw the 6 piles of laundry on her couch, and she believed she deserved a quilt instead, and she did. You're seeing probably on Facebook if you're following us here. If you haven't scrolled and seen Dana's beautiful Bargello quilts, I would recommend you do that, but she has done it in beach waves and in black and red. And now we have had requests for purple, and now the purple is available as of today. So we have purple kits, and they're beautifully done. We're ordering in more books, but it's just a great pack of fabric. You could buy it for lots of different reasons. It's half black, or blacks and grays and whites, and half purples. But they're all either half yard, all the purples are half yard cuts, and all the black pieces are 5/8 of a yard. But it's just got lots of potential. I'm looking around for any other random ideas that I have left on the table, but those are the majority of our cool thoughts for the day. And so just know that Raspberry Lemonade is new from Moda, and it's here. Gingiber is the perfect line of fabric. It is beautiful, also made by Moda from Gingiber. And then we have the entire collection of the Kaffe Fassett Collective's February 2025 collection, which is exciting. Kimberbell's Hopping Down the Bunny Trail is a huge win. And just come to Beehive for more inspiration and ideas. And so we hope you've enjoyed watching. Have a great weekend, and happy Thursday.